everybody. Welcome to another episode of I Got Questions. Am I glad you're here? Yes, I am. And don't worry, I have so many new things that are coming on the pipelines. It's like, oh my God, like background lighting, setting up my recording studio. Oh, like I said, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. When I told you I came back with a bang, you can believe that for sure. Okay, so again, welcome to I Got Questions. Yes, this is the podcast, where curiosity runs wild, just wild. The conversations get a little weird and, the advice, unsolicited. But it's okay, because I got time today, and we are going to be talking whether you like it or not. So, come join me. Come share my opinions. And if you don't share my opinions, well, that's fine too. I'll be okay. Either way, I'm glad you're here. Let's dive in. Let's start talking. Or better yet, let's start answering some questions and get curiosity going. All right, perfect. So, glad we got that out of the way and we're all introduced and, you know me and I know you, and welcome again. Today's episode is just something that is so fun, just so out of pocket, so different that it even scared me a little bit to do it. But I'm like, what the heck? I'm going to go out with a bang anyways. I'm going to get this show started, get you guys again back up in my business, back up in my Kool-Aid. Wherever I go, you go with me, and we're going to do this journey together. And through the process, as I said, I always have questions. I know you got questions too, so we're going to answer them together. Okay? This episode, yeah, I finally got some questions that have been sitting on my brain suspiciously. Just, lingering in the back of my head, just like, yeah, I wonder. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to bring it to you guys. I'm going to have you guys help me while I help you answer these questions. You can share your answers to these questions. Share your thoughts, because Lord knows I'd love to hear. Because as much as I think my opinion is always facts and it's always right, ever so often, that 1% time that I'm not right is where you come in. Okay? So, again, fun. Talk to me in the comments. Let me know how you feel. Give me your responses to these questions, okay? Now, I wanted to start off with something a little out of the box. A little pop the lid, see what's going on underneath there. And so I wanted to have a question, and I should say I wanted to answer a question that I've been asked before. And, yes, a lot of the questions that we're going to answer, I realize that a lot of people are either not comfortable answering, or it live in the back of their head and it's just the one thing they're like, no, we're never going to answer that. We know our answer. We're not going to bring it to the forefront to be discussed. We're not going to be called to the front of the congregation to discuss this in front of everybody. That's okay. We're going to keep our answers to ourselves. But me being me, of course, I got to bring those questions to the forefront, because why not? So, first question. And I once had somebody try to bribe me, before I really dive off into the deep end of this question. I did once have somebody try to bribe me with something just so ridiculous. It wasn't cash, it wasn't gold, but it's something that almost made me say yes. And yes, I am easily bribable with alcohol or coffee or sugar. I do like sweets, so yeah. But don't write that down. Don't write that down. But to be honest, I did say no. I'm just gonna put that out there. I did say no. But it really got me thinking. It really did. And through that thinking process, I asked myself, do you think everybody has a price? And if so, what is it? Before you say no, just think about it before you say no. Remember, you're the one who signed up to do a survey so you can get a potential coffee gift. okay, for $5 from Starbucks. So don't be sitting there judging me, okay? Don't. This is a safe place. There will be no judgment. So we're going to talk about it. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like I've been offered so many different things for so many different reasons over my life. And for me, it depends on what it is that you can bribe me with. And, you know, get a price. I'm just saying. Yeah. But if we're being honest, I think everybody immediately goes, oh no, there are things I would never, ever, ever do, no matter how much money you give me in the world. I'm here to call absolute bullshit. Excuse my French. BS. Okay? I personally believe everybody has a price. What that price is determines, well, I guess that is determined by what you're asking them to do and the position that they're currently in. Because here's the thing, we all would like to think, okay, you offer me $50 million to go murder somebody. No, my life worth more than that. I'm gonna need at least 100. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. Whoo, child, we're not doing that. But you know what got me? It is the people. So I really enjoyed the show called To Catch a Smuggler. And the reasoning when these people get caught going through the airport or whatever port they're trying to enter through, there's always that question of, well, why did you do this? And 9 out of 10 times it's because they're going through financial difficulties. You know, they have family at home that needs food, children, all of these different things. You name it, they're going through a hard time in life. And so their options were bring this across to where it needs to go to and make some money to take care of my family. Or in worst case scenarios, it's your family dies either way. So I feel like why is my forehead so shiny? Sorry, I squirreled. But you know, they have a reason to do what they do. And any criminal, any person who's committed any, act that is considered, would tell you, I did it because there's always a reason. And it's always for the right price. So before I sit here and go judge anybody on why they do what they do and say, oh, well, I would never, and I don't have a price because I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I feel like over my lifetime, and I've been on earth 30 years plus, I would never say I am never going to do something. Well, I was just saying I would never say that. But you see my point. Why? Because you would be surprised what you are willing to do if you're put in the right situation or the wrong situation. So I'm going to be outright and say, do I have a price? You're damn right I do. You're damn right I do. And personally, I think we all do. We just don't want to admit it. But catch us in the right place at the right time and you'll be surprised what people are willing to do for a $5 Starbucks thing, okay? Like a cranky morning when you wake up and can't find the coffee and it's, oh, fill out this survey for $5? Okay, because that's my Starbucks fix right there. But again, I'm just saying, comment below, share with me. You don't have to say what your price is because I'm not telling you. But let's be honest, we all got a price. I'm just saying. And I feel like you got one too. You just don't want to tell everybody, but that's right, just tell me. I won't tell anybody. Oh, you want to know mine first? We'll come back to that. So just, I'm going just, just saying. But in addition to having a price, like I said, I had a couple other questions that I wanted to ask that were just living rent free in my head. Like 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm just lying there like, if the world were to end, or if what if aliens showed up tomorrow? Who would I send out as a representative for humankind? Who would you send? No, seriously, tell me. You wake up, that's it. Aliens are outside. They are ready to host a party. Just like, listen, you got to send one person out to speak on your behalf. All of you. Now, I'm not gonna lie. First thought, I thought I'd go myself because, you know, they say if you want something good, do it yourself. But then I realized, yeah, my friendly disposition and my, you know, yeah, I am not the one, the two, the three. No, I am not that person. So probably wouldn't be me that you should send out there because, yeah, they'd be weirded out very quickly. Ditzy, overdone, just running up to them like, oh my God, you're on Earth. Can we talk? Where'd you guys come from? How'd you get here? How long did it take you to get here? Did you use a teleporting machine? Was it a time machine? Like, can you go back in time? Where in space do you live? Is it near to Mars? Because I've been told it's really hot, but it could be Mercury because then that's hotter. I don't know. I got questions. See, this not gonna work out for us. So I'm just like, Tell me in the comments, who would you send? I think my pick, I would send my sister. Not the younger one, the middle one. Because the younger one would probably be like, ain't nobody got time for this. Take the Earth and go. I'm tired. I don't want to deal with this. But my middle sister, no, she can negotiate. She will be like, so, here's all the things that we've done while y'all's, you know, before the show up. Here's all the things we did. Here's all the things we can do. And she can really speak on our behalf. She will negotiate a good, normal situation. Not too lazy, not too ditzy, not that I'm saying that the little one is this. That's not. Let's just move on. But tell me now, seriously, who would you send to go represent mankind? Think about it. Because remember, you know, this person has to go out there and speak on all of our behalfs and make sure that, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know who you're going to send down there. I'm just saying, think about it. And tell me, because you know I want to know. So tell me. Put it in the comments. Tell me. Because you knows I want to know. Tell me. Make us see if we share the same. Okay, so you wouldn't want my sister, so that's okay. I get it. But I want to know who you would send. Maybe a past president who could speak very eloquent and get stuff done. Or just your best friend who would just save you and them. So I'm just saying. Better yet, tell me in the comments. Tweet me, text me, Instagram me. Oh no, that's DM. DM me. You know what I mean. Tell it to me. I want to know. And for my last question, this one kind of got me. This one really got me. All right. So let's kind of slow this down a little bit. Would you rather be loved by many people? Hear me out, you know. Would you rather be loved by many people or understood by one? Now, I'm a people person, so I don't know. I really don't know. Because here's my overthinking brain. If that one person dies, then I'm up shit creek without a paddle. Nobody else not gonna ever understand me? Like, I don't know. I would love to hear you guys' take on this because the idea alone just, I would rather be loved by many people than to be understood by one. Because then I can express myself and those, you know, and maybe those people can love me without judgment. If they don't really understand me, but they love me, it means that they just allow me to be myself and not have to, you know, go deep dive off over this and trying to explain into. I don't know. No, actually, I do know. I would rather be loved by many than understood by one. Because that one kicked the bucket. Yeah, it's not gonna work out for me, so no. But again, tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Comment below. Send me an email. Tweet me. Text me. Whatever. I want to hear your thoughts on these questions. So, now I have a new segment. Can't wait to share this new segment. It is called No Stupid Questions. Yeah, go think about that and come back. Okay, you come back. Thank you. So, yeah, I thought during this entire process, I was like, I wanted something that was fun, interesting, interactive, more than me. Yes, I know, more than me. But I have a new segment. Like I said, no stupid questions. And over our lives, we've heard this. I've heard it a million times. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Yeah, right. Yeah, we know that is not. We know that is not the case. That is so not the case, because sometimes I get asked some things that makes me really and truly gotta really and truly wrap my head around it, because I'm just like, what? First question that was submitted to me, and I'm only gonna answer one per episode. So stick around for that segment. Sometimes I'll throw in an extra one just to make your brain hurt, just like mine does. But my brain can only process one dumb question at a time, so bear with me. So this week's question is, all right, if the earth is round, why don't we fall off? Breathe with me. Short answer, gravity. Less condescending answer, gravity. That's see, the earth is like a giant magnet that kind of just holds everything together. And I know for us non-sciencey people, or those of us who just like, I'm sorry, what? Just know that we're not out here holding on like Spider-Man. We're not just hanging on for dear life. It's not. We're being pulled together to the center of the earth. That's what gravity, it just, at all times, that just holds, when something enters different spheres, different atmospheric whatevers, and then they, okay, now I sound even more ridiculous. I'm just gonna say gravity. That's just, look it up. Gravity. That's all you need to know. We won't be falling off anytime soon. Gravity. Look it up. That's your answer. That's why we don't fall off. So, thank you for that episode of No Stupid Questions. But the show must get wrapped up. So guess what? I want to thank you for joining me for another episode of I've Got Questions. I've got questions. I've got questions. I've got questions. Yes, I have questions. And trust me, I'm going to stay having these questions, because they're just not going to go anywhere anytime soon. So don't worry about it, because this is just the re-beginning. Just the re-beginning. We were already here, so we just won't continue. You see my point. But I want to say thank you again for listening to my podcast. Welcome for those new people. For the old ones, stick around, it only gets better. You know that. Lots and lots and lots of fun stuff coming down the pipeline. Can't wait to share it all with you guys. These were just my take. And yes, again, questions and answers you did not ask for. It's okay. I get it. But every new week, I'm going to drop a new episode. So, questions, answers, come talk to me. Remember to like, follow, share, subscribe, call your friend. And of course, my favorite part, send me your wildest questions, because we are going to be answering them from my perspective, of course. And like you said, my way is law, so you know how it is. But I want to say from the bottom of my heart again, thank you for joining me on this journey. We're going to have some fun together. And until next time, stay curious.